Can I tell you a short story? First of all, thank you for clicking on this video. I'm going to tell you about how I became a front end developer. Okay. On June 20th this year, I made the decision to start learning how to code. Okay. And like you, maybe you have previous experiences before, but for me, it was brand new. Okay. I knew nothing about programming languages, nothing at all. Okay. And it was just 3 months ago. But this is going to be my first point for you if you're trying to learn how to code, which is you have to first of all decide on your strategy, meaning there are multiple ways of how to learn how to code. There are multiple resources. In fact, it's actually overwhelming, okay? But your strategy will be three you need to choose from, and you need to choose one, okay? The first thing you need to decide, how do you want to learn how to code? This is self-taught, meaning you're teaching yourself how to code. You're learning by yourself. This is going to school, going to some coding school or studying computer science, going to university. That's the second thing. The third thing, the third way, this third strategy is what I chose, which is signing up for a coding bootcamp online that you can study, that you can commit yourself to, and it's remote. You can commit yourself to every single day. Actually, maybe that's a lot, for a beginner. But mostly, it's going to be maybe 3 to 4 days a week. My coding bootcamp is 3 days a week, and it's actually condensed into. I started on June 20th, but we're going to finish in October, mid October, right? So it's a, I would say 4 month for a 4 month period. So it's not like a 6 month boot camp or a year boot camp and stuff like that, because it's actually free. Luckily for me, it's actually a free coding boot camp that I found, you know, on Facebook. To be honest, I saw the ad on Facebook, and I just decided, you know what, this is the opportunity that I've been waiting for, because I understood that most coding boot camps cost thousands of pounds, right? Because I'm in the UK, cost a lot of money. I'm talking 5 grand, 10 grand. But as soon as I saw this opportunity, just in June this year, I decided, okay, I have to take the leap. I have to sign up for this. I have to commit myself to this. Okay. And that's the strategy that I went for, meaning I chose to sign up for a coding bootcamp. So if you're trying to learn how to code, that's the first thing you have to decide. Okay. Remember, there are three options: self taught, meaning watch YouTube tutorials and, follow along with project on YouTube. There are some amazing developers and channels on YouTube. To think on top of there are multiple. There is Transversy Media. There is obviously Freed Code Camp. Oh, they're amazing. I love Freed Code Camp. So you can actually teach yourself how to code. There are obviously some online resources as well, like W3 schools. There are uh, just if you stick to free code camp and just go to their website and their YouTube channel, and just to learn from there, you will teach yourself how to code, and you will be a successful maybe front end developer or back end developer, whichever one you decide to choose. And the second one is, do you want to go to school? Do you have the means? Do you have the time? Are you still young? Maybe you're 17, 18, 19. Going to uni or going to a college would be great for you. But if you're like, you're 30 or you're 25, it might not seem like a good idea for you to start going to school. But if you have the time and you have the means, enjoy yourself, and as long as you get the materials, as long as you get to practice and get the qualification, that's all that matters, really, to be honest. And the last option, the one I choose, the one I think out of the three, I think the signing up for an online coding bootcamp is the way to go. In my opinion, I'm actually sweaty. It's a bit hot here in my room. But yeah, that's the one I go to. So that's the strategy, guys. You have to choose your strategy. Decide. You have to decide. Okay, you can't do all three, but you have to decide. Okay, before you start learning how to code, and you have to, because the reason why you have to decide is so that you can commit yourself to it. Because learning how to code, I'll be honest, is very challenging, guys. It's very challenging. It's not something you can just, oh, let me teach myself for a week, and okay, let me sign up for this boot camp, and okay, let me see what a unit degree is saying. No, you have to choose one from the start, and just commit yourself to it. Most coding boot camp, like I said, mine is a 4 month commitment, but some of them as even for mine, 4 months is a lot for a beginner that doesn't even know anything. you know, you're learning HTML and CSS. I'll go through the roadmap shortly as well. I'll cover the roadmap of how to the 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 what am I talking about? Of exactly what you need to do and what you need to the programming languages and the uh everything you need to learn. Basically, I'll go through the roadmap shortly. Sorry about that. My mind went blank. But yeah, so choose your strategy, and then the second thing that you need to do is, let me go through the roadmap. For me, in my bootcamp, because this it's a front end coding bootcamp, right? And it's being offered by a university here in Birmingham, where I live, okay, in the UK. And yeah, I was so lucky to join up with this boot camp. It's amazing, and like I said, it's free. It's incredible. It's free, okay. And yeah, it's so fast paced because it's like 4 months, but it's still amazing. And the first thing you need to learn if you want to be like a front end developer, I think I've got about a month left in my boot camp. As you can see, I told you we're finishing in October, so we've got 1 month left, and you have to learn HTML first, whichever strategy you choose. Okay, whether you're teaching yourself or going to a uni or doing a coding boot camp, the first thing you need to learn if you want to be a front end uh, developer, HTML. Okay, and there are multiple resources, like I've covered earlier. There are multiple resources for this, but the best one as a beginner to learn HTML is W3 Schools. Okay, go on Google, type in W3 Schools. That will teach you HTML and everything you need to know to get started in building your own website. The second uh, thing you need to learn is CSS, which basically stands for Cascading Style Sheet. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. CSS is the second thing. Okay, HTML is like the structure. It's like when you're building a house, you have a structure. That's HTML. Okay, uh, CSS is you paint the house. You paint it. You style it. Okay, you paint the house. You decorate the doors and everything. That's CSS. Now, in my bootcamp, the third thing we actually learned was Git and GitHub. When I'm on Twitter and I see a lot of experienced developer share their roadmap for learning how to code, they never mention Git and GitHub. And if you go on my channel, guys, you will see that I have a lot of video teaching you Git and GitHub. And this is actually one of the things that I've quickly understood about front end development and being a developer in general. I've understood how to use Git and GitHub, and you must, guys, you must understand how to use Git and GitHub. Okay, if you want to, I'm going to leave a link here on the screen of a full course of how to basically use Git and GitHub. Okay, it should be right there on the screen. Click on it and watch it. It's a really good video for you to learn and get up to to understand Git and GitHub. So that's the third thing you need to understand, because the Git and GitHub part will help you create your repositories. Okay, meaning that when you write your code on your local machine, you'll be able to push that code or that project up into a remote server, and the remote server is basically the job of GitHub. You basically store your project on GitHub. Okay, so watch that video, guys, and you will understand it a lot better. But the first thing you need to learn is Bootstraps, Bootstrap 5, whatever you want to call it. But Bootstrap is a CSS framework based on the Flexbox. It's a way to create UI components, okay, for you quickly, so you can quickly get your website up and running instead of having to code it yourself using CSS. You use Bootstrap to basically just copy and paste boilerplate codes in terms of component that has been built for you uh, already. You can just copy and paste them and style them to your liking to suit whatever project you're trying to do. So it's really, really essential as well, guys. It's really I actually built a portfolio website. I don't know why I'm sweaty. I don't know, it's crazy. I actually built a portfolio website. My first portfolio website was built using Bootstrap. Okay, I really, really enjoyed it. So that's the fourth thing you need to learn, and the fifth thing you need to learn, guys, is actually what I'm still learning. I think I'm always gonna continue to learn it. It's so challenging, and it's JavaScript, guys. JavaScript, because out of everything I've mentioned, okay, HTML, CSS, Git and GitHub, Bootstrap, JavaScript is the real programming language because everything on the web is built with JavaScript. This is the first programming language that you actually will learn, because and it will be challenging depending on how committed you are, and how maybe you pick it up quickly and it will be easier for you. But for me, I'll be honest, guys, JavaScript is very challenging for me. I'm still learning it. I'm still going through the basics. I'm still teaching myself how to do a lot of things with JavaScript, how to convert, how to use DOM manipulation, convert my HTML and make my website interactive. I'm still going through that. It's very challenging, guys. I created a GitHub repo to help me learn better. So I'm going to drop the link to that GitHub repo. It's called the JavaScript practice. It's basically a repo where I teach myself JavaScript and I push the code to GitHub just to keep myself accountable and keep updating my GitHub and stuff like that. So yeah, JavaScript is the next one. Now, I'm still, like I said, it's very challenging for me, but I'm still going through it. I'm not going to give up. I'm still going to continue to learn it because, that's how it is for me, I guess. Um, and the next thing you need to learn is Node.js. Okay. Node.js was created by a guy named Ryan Dahl. Okay. And this guy, in my opinion, is a genius, to be honest, because to create something like this, it's such a powerful programming language, and this is also because, like I said, I'm still learning JavaScript, and Node.js is the next one. I'm in combination with JavaScript. I'm still battling my head around it, like this is a lot of stuff for me, but I'm getting the hang of it, to be honest. I'm still trying. I'm still even after recording this video, I'm gonna go back on my computer and I'll keep on learning and learning everything that I need to know. But yeah, that's the next thing you need to learn, Node.js, and then after that is you need to learn um, React. React is the most famous framework famous framework around now, to be honest, because React replaced jQuery. Okay, jQuery used to be the top dog about 10 years ago, but now React, I haven't learned to React yet, I'll be honest, because like I said, I'm still going through my JavaScript and Node.js modules, so I'm still through that. But I think about next week we will move on to React in my coding bootcamp, so I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, these uh, seven programming languages, you could say, HTML and CSS are not programming languages, but you could say, just these seven languages are what you need to learn to be, in my opinion, a competent front end developer. I am still going through it, guys. I'm gonna put my hand that I'm not a pro yet, but I'm learning and I'm building project as well. So I'm proud of my progress in terms of, just 3 months ago I didn't even know, well, what I was doing, and now I've built some projects on my GitHub that I've pushed to my GitHub. So I'm kind of excited about that. I'm not going to be discouraged. It was never going to be easy. It was never going to be easy, but I'm giving it my all, to be honest. So yeah, yeah, that's it really. That's it, guys. So yeah, first of all, like I said earlier, choose your strategy. Do you want to join a coding bootcamp? Do you want to go to school, study computer science, go to uni? You decide. Do you want to be a self-taught developer and teach yourself? That's the strategy. Choose one. That's good for you that you can commit to. Okay. And the next thing I talked about is the roadmap. The roadmap of being a front-end developer. Okay. HTML, CSS, Git and GitHub. Don't forget this one, guys. Don't forget this one. Git. Without Git and GitHub, you probably will not be able to successfully be a developer in this day and age. I don't think so. Then Bootstrap, okay? Then JavaScript, then Node.js, and then React. And after React, if you want to dabble with databases, then MongoDB. That's like optional. If you want to dabble with databases, MongoDB. Okay, so that's it, guys. I hope you find this video helpful. Okay, I am still a learner. I'm gonna put my hands up and I'll be honest with you. I'm still a learner. So if you watch this video and you find it valuable, or if you have anything you want to teach me, hey, leave a comment below and teach me. Let me know if I miss out anything, and you say, oh, maybe there's another programming language that's really important that I didn't talk about. Leave in a comment below and tell me. I would love to hear it. I would love to add that to my stack. I love when developers talk about their stack. I've been telling people about my stack too. Like, I got my stack, even though even though right now it's still a bit. I'm still a bit, I'm still learning, but I love talking about my stack. I love putting that in my bio on Twitter. But yeah, hey, that's how you start, isn't it? So you have to start somewhere, guys. Hey, I'm a beginner. I'm learning, and I'm getting better every single day. I want to get better. I want to improve. Okay, so even if you can share any resources for me to improve my JavaScript skills and my Node.js skills, if you have any resources, leave a comment below. I would love to learn from you too. If you're maybe you're an experienced developer and you're watching this video, like, what is he talking about? I know more. Hey, teach me. Leave a comment below and let's connect. So yeah, hope you find this video helpful, and thank you so much. And yeah, watch my other videos. I've got so many valuable videos that I share from my perspective, guys. From my perspective. Okay. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Take care and have a good day.